Hey folks, today we're going to be making something out in the shop that I'm going to give to one of my subscribers. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. We're almost at 50 now. So if you want to be entered for a chance to win something that will be useful for you and your family at your campground or at your home, then hang around and we're going to show you how we make these. And all you'll have to do to have a chance to win this is like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comments section, and we will have a drawing for a chance to win what we're going to make today. So stick around. Okay, what we're going to be making out here in the garage today, like I said, is going to be something for a gift for my mother's going to give one away, but also I'm going to be giving one away on the channel. So that's what I'm going to be working on out here, and I think it's a good addition to any campsite. It's decorative, it's functional, and I really like making them, so that's why we're going to do it. And I hope whoever wins enjoys it also. My wife got the idea from Pinterest, and it has just been something that I have been making for gifts along, and it has worked out good. And what it is, it's one of these cup holders. You'll see right here that it holds your red Solo cups, and some of them have one compartment, some of them have two compartments, but they also hold Sharpies, so that when you have guests over to the campsite or to your home, your tailgate or your get-together, that they can take a Sharpie, write their name on their cup, and then their cup doesn't get mixed up with someone else's. So it's really a great idea. And we're going to take and we're going to sand them up. We're going to stain them. I'm going to print out some lettering for them off the Cricut, and we're going to put those on there. And they're going to look nice when we're finished. But they're really simple to make, and just anyone can make it with just very limited resources as far as tools go. So I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to use to make them. And like the chop saw I'm going to use, that's not a must. You can do it with a circular saw or even a hand saw if you had one. And then just some finishing nails, some sandpaper, and just about anyone can make these. It's really easy. It'd be fun to do with a kid, and people like them. They're great for gifts, so keep that in mind too. But what I have here, and I hope it shows up on the film, is I have some detailed plans that I'm going to share with you. And this is what I'm going to build it off of. So you don't even have to think it through. You can just cut your boards up and nail them together, sand it, stain it, and you're good to go. So you can see it's 13 3/4 long. The inside board is 4 1/8 of an inch. Your area for your pins is 3/4 of an inch. And I did that on each end. Now what I will do and what we do is we only put a Sharpie in one end, and then we put plastic forks and knives in the other end, and that works really well. So here your Solo cups will go on each side, and we'll have one before that's right in the middle that divides the two compartments. So really a simple build, but when they're done, they look amazing. So hang around, we're going to make one of those. We're not camping this weekend. I wish we were, but had some things we had to get done around the house, and had a few of these to make for people, so that's what we're doing today, and I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you're having a good Saturday. This is Saturday, getting on up into the afternoon, getting a little hot around here in Alabama, but that's okay. We're going to persevere through. But I hope you're having a great day and God's blessing you. So stick around and let's make one of these together. Okay, here on my table I have everything that I'm going to use almost. I have a chop saw over here that I'll be cutting my 1x4s with. But you could use a circular saw. So I have everything laid out here that I'm going to use to do this project. I have a couple of palm sanders. One's a vibrating, one's a random orbital sander. These are not half-tooth, but they make sanding and the job a lot easier. So if you've got those will help. I've got just a hammer. I got some clamps because we're going to have a glue up. We're going to clamp them together to give them some strength. I have a Swanson square, or I guess it's called a speed square by some, but I call it a Swanson square. A little straight edge. Of course, a tape measure. Some small 1 1/4 inch finishing nails, 1x4 by 8. Spruce. And you'll see here I have a sheet of Luan. And that would be the toughest thing to cut for someone who's not experienced with running a circular saw, to get that straight. But any kind of small backer board, that's just going to be kind of the floor of our project. So we're going to get started doing this. I'm going to start by cutting up my 1x4s and getting those sanded. And again, we're hoping to do 3 of these, 13 3/4. So I'm going to mark my sprues 1x4 at 13 3/4. Measure twice, cut once. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 4 1/8. That's what you're going to have when it's put together. It's going to look like that. Of course, it's going to look a lot better when it's sanded and stained up, I promise. Hang around and see the finished product. They look great. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. And this could be the trickier part of the whole project. If there's anything tricky about it, it would be this. You want to make sure that you get your outsides to the outside and your insides to the insides, obviously. You know, your better looking board. Like there's some little blemishes here that I see. And this side is a much smoother surface. It's going to stain up, look nicer. And then we want to put some thought into our end pieces, because there's going to be, the ones in the middle are not, obviously not going to be, that's a nice looking one. So we're going to put that on the end like this. And also you want your nicer edge to the top of your project. So a little thought going into that will make your project turn out a little bit better. To glue up. Now I'm not going to use an excessive amount because I got nails going through here and I don't want a lot of squeeze out. So just like that. Now I've got this line that I scribed to the top, and we're just going to center our board up like so, and we're just going to tap it in. And we're just going to repeat this project, or this process, until we have it like we like it, and then we're going to put our bottom on, and I will bring you back when we get to that point. I was just countersinking all the nails, so we can go back and fill those up with wood putty. I got it glued up, looks good. That's the top of our project. So what I'm going to do is put some clamps on this and let the glue dry for about 30 minutes to an hour or so. This middle section, it got to running a little off, but it's fine. You'll never know it. The cups fit in both sides great. So that's where your pens and pencils or whatever, your forks will go. And turning out good. So let's clamp it up and we'll let it dry. Okay, so I got my first box. It's been glued up for a while. You can see here I got it puttied up, ready to do a final sand on. I've got a piece of Luan cut out, and that's going to be my bottom. And this one is almost ready for stain. Okay, here's our box after I've got it sanded, and it is ready to go to stain. And it turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. It's again, it's simple, but it's practical. And that's what I'm all about. And it's not perfect, but I got news for you. Anything that I do is not perfect, and I'm not a perfect person, but it looks good, and I'm proud of it, and happy with it. So we're going to get this stained up, and tonight I'll show you putting the sticker on it and what the finished product looks like. Our box is essentially done, and all I want to do now is go back and put a decal on. And if you haven't got one of these, they're fun. Alright everybody, when you're done with your project, you're going to be left with something that looks a lot like this. And I am really happy with how this turned out, the way it looks. You can see my markers have fallen. But what we do is we keep our pens in one side, knives and forks in the other, and that works really, really well. I'm going to give this away. If you subscribe and you leave a comment on this video, then we're going to ship this to you, and we hope that you enjoy it, and it's our gift from our family to yours. Hey, thanks for watching. God bless. Remember, who the sun sets free is free indeed, and we thank you for watching our videos, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.